How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I am your host, FaZe Crypto, and it is a very interesting day for Litecoin. I know that there's some resistance at this $127 level right here, and I think that it's interesting to see how Litecoin has been able to, make some serious gains, and I think that we should definitely talk about it because right now I think that there's two different ways of thinking when it comes to Litecoin. There's people out there who don't really care about these movements on the day-to-day level because they're waiting to see what happens with the Bitcoin, the Litecoin halving that we'll be seeing happening in only a few short months away. And I think that it's also interesting to look at one interesting thing that I noticed on the chart. When we look at it, we've got to basically focus on the fact that Litecoin was at this point right here, around this point right here. So if you wanted to draw a line and pretty much look at the what's actually forming right here, very interesting stuff. I'm above 125 Litecoin, highest price in over a year, and I think that it's interesting to look at how Litecoin's activity is. It's almost predictable to a certain extent. The up down sort of way, and then for this past year though, it has sort of been an interesting ride. I'm sure that there's plenty of you watching who are accumulating on the downtrends all throughout this whole time. Of course, it's interesting to see how many people are FOMOing in while the rest of us are sort of leaving, taking the gains as they come and then sort of hopping back on the ship when the hype dies down. But it's definitely interesting to see how, these different news articles have been popping up, altcoins, flex muscles, Litecoin, Ripple, etc. I think that the probability of an altcoin season, if you will, in June, cryptocurrency June, it will be interesting to see, how the rest of the summer starts to play out. While many expect the Litecoin has only gotten started, and so a no-brainer investment ahead of its upcoming halving, other conclude that the silver to Bitcoin's digital gold could have already had its pre-halving rally front run, and further gains to the upside will be limited. In fact, some crypto analysis believe that not only has Litecoin price run out of steam, but the asset could plummet in the coming weeks despite hype surrounding the halving, which we have seen similar instances occur before. However, there are different schools of thought that have pertained to think that Litecoin could be worth 200 by the end of this upcoming cycle as it starts to flesh itself out. So I suppose only time will tell on that front, but it is interesting to see how many have come out to be so bullish on Litecoin, especially with the things that it's already done so far. Litecoin has been a massively interesting crypto to pay attention to. Just a very fine example of how cryptos can really perform substantially in this space. Litecoin rose above 125, hitting its highest in more than a year as the digital currency benefited from several tailwinds. The altcoin cryptocurrency other than Bitcoin reached as much as 128.25, up more than 10% off the day. And it's interesting just to watch all these things sort of fleshing themselves out. Personally, I just wanted to get your thoughts on this. Definitely, if any of you are interested in Litecoin, let me know in the comments down below. I'm watching this very closely now, just to see how Litecoin has been able to, come off its, all this different steam that we've been seeing it build up. Definitely interesting to see how Litecoin has been able to perform, especially in the current crypto climate. And I think that June is going to be a very interesting time to see how a lot of these different things flesh themselves out. Just especially, moving past that 125 level is interesting, but I think that there is that key resistance point that it's going to have to jump past. So a lot of different conflicting variables, but it's definitely something we'll be keeping an eye on for further notice. But all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure that you guys comment down below letting us know what you think, or subscribe. Remember, I'm not your dad. And all that being said, have a good day.